Scratch tutorial, I will be teaching you how to make a candy catcher game, like this game that I made. So it has a nice title, a button that changes its size when you touch it, and it wiggles, and then you need to catch the candy, and different candy gives you different points, and you need to avoid catching the nuke. If you catch the nuke or let the candy fall to the ground, it will take away your points. See, the nuke takes away your points, but if you let the candy fall to the ground, you don't get any points. And there's a score counter right here. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a game like this. So what you're going to do is click the create button right here to make a new project. And let's get started making. So what you're gonna do is make a simple basket. I won't be animating the character. So you can make your own character, but I'll make a simple basket. You can use the basket sprite that the Scratch library already gives you, but I'll be making my own. Yeah, that's a good basket. Okay, this is a nice basket. I'll just be making it black and white. I don't want to make it too colorful. Okay, and then what you are going to do is you are going to call this basket, and you are going to make a backdrop with a floor and a sky. So I'll make the sky this color. You can make it whatever you want, or you can just select a color from the Scratch library or a backdrop, but I like to make my own. Yeah, this is a good backdrop. And then you are going to make sure that the inside is filled. So I'm just gonna select this, and then we're gonna fill it. So it looks like a basket. Okay, now we've got a backdrop and a basket. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it move. So we're going to make a variable and call it X. We're just going to make one called X because we don't want it to jump or anything. And we just want it to make, it so it moves left and right. So you're going to make a new block, call this play. And then you are going to code in the definition cap. You're going to set X to 0. Okay, so what you're going to do here is you're going to set X to X multiplied by 0.8 to add some friction because we're making smooth movement. You can add this to your platformers. And you're going to make it so if you click the right arrow or left arrow key, you are going to move. So you're gonna change X, the variable, by 2 and -2. And then we're going to change the X position by X. So let's try it. See, we're already seeing some smooth movement. The reason I don't use the motion blocks like change X is because you can't really make it smaller. So if I let me see it, it's 0. Now when I move, it has multiple decimals behind it, so that will make it smoother and not just be a round number. Okay, now that we've done the basket, let's make the thing that we want to catch. You can make multiple costumes with multiple point variations, but I'm just gonna make it a blue ball. Yeah, a nice blue ball. So when the green flag is clicked, you're going to forever make a new block, call it fall. And then you're gonna have to put in the forever loop and put this here. You're going to make a new variable for it only. Make sure you tick for this sprite only and make it call y. And then you're gonna set y to 0. This is basically the same process as for the basket. We just want to make a smooth movement, but this time set it to 0.9. And then you're going to change y by -1. And then you're going to put a change y by y. And then we're going to put some if conditions to check if it's lower than the y. So I want it to be -30. So if y position is less than -130, it is going to go to a random position, but it is going to set its y to 130. So let's try it. See? It's a nice project. It's a nice project, and it also makes the ball fall smoothly. But here's the thing. The y doesn't stop changing. It keeps getting faster and stops at 9. So every time it does this, we're gonna set the y to 0. So now it stops, gets slower, and then gets faster. We're gonna hide this variable. Okay, now we're gonna make it so every time this ball falls and it touches the basket, it's gonna add a score or go back to the top. So if it's touching the basket, it's gonna do the same thing. And it's also gonna change a score. So let's make a score system. So you're gonna make a new variable called score. You can make it a cloud variable, but I'll make it a normal variable. So you're gonna change score by 1. See? It goes back to the top. And if you don't catch it, it goes back to the top as well. So let me show you the variable score and make it a large readout. See, it changes the score. Okay, but here's the thing. When we restart the project, it just stays, and we don't want that. So we're gonna set score to 0 at the start. We've made a catcher game. Now, if you want to make more costumes with a variation of points, you can make a new costume and make this. I'm gonna make it a red ball. And another one, which is a green ball. So we're gonna make it, okay, we're gonna take this script, take this out, take an and from the operator section, put it in the left side, and we're gonna take an equal, and then we're going to go to looks, drag in a costume number equals to 1. So what's this doing? It is checking if it's touching the basket and the costume number equals to 1, then it will run the code inside it. So if it's touching the basket and the costume equals to 1, then it's going to change the score by 1. But if we duplicate this and make this equal to 2, we're going to change it by 2. And if the costume is equal to 3, you're going to change it by -1 because it's red. And then when we start this, we're also going to switch costume to pick random 1 to 3. Pick random 1 to how many costumes you have, like this. So you're going to just duplicate this code over and over again. So every time it happens, it's gonna switch costume to pick random 1 to 3, change score by 1, set Y to 0, and then run these 2 bits that will make it go back to the top. So let me test it. See? It switches color and it changes the score as well by and it has a variety of costumes and scores to choose from. This is just the beginning. I want to see what you all can do with this Catcher game. If you can, please do credit me in the credit section. It will be much appreciated. If you don't want to, you don't need to, but I'll really appreciate it if you do.